All right. Soon. Okay, now we're back. It like left. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold up. There we go. There we go. Hey, look, it's back. It's back. All right. So, hello everybody. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Regressive Gamer, or you may call me Scarlet. And okay, so if you guys were in my last stream with the Do Not Buy This Game, because that was so short, I figured we could go ahead and play Ookami Okami. This is another game that is made by the amazing people over at Mushroom Mallow, yes, Mushroom Mallow Studios. Sorry, my brain short circuit for a hot minute. They're also the creators of Death and Biology, so if you guys haven't checked that stream out, I highly recommend going to go do that. As that was, and of course, you know, as you guys can check out the layout, we're still in the Choose Wisely Festival, hosted by Studio Fua. And again, thank you so much for Studio Fua for hosting this, and thank you guys over at Mushroom Mallow for letting me play this game. With that being said, I love the artwork on this. My friend, Sama, who is also playing this game, also had made a comment, she was praising this game, after everything. Hello, I'm back. Sorry if I wasn't here for the past streams. It was because I was sorting out some gender problems. Oh, hi, Cassie. Sorry, it took me a hot minute to read your username. And I'm glad that you guys got that figured out. That's awesome. Glad to have you back. As you noticed, the layout has changed a little bit. We're doing something called the Choose Wisely Festival. And this is just one of the games that we're playing from it. So, again, if you guys enjoy the game that we're about ready to play, Ookami Okami, I have left that and the developers in the description of this YouTube video. I don't know. Cold, you were in my last live stream. I warned you. You may not like it. But we're gonna go ahead and start a new game because I have kept us here long enough. So let's get going. But essentially, from my understanding, we have the layout is better than the last one. I like it. I will be working on a new layout then. I'm not necessarily gonna keep this one. I might switch because it does have the Choose Wisely Festival logos on it. And do not get me wrong, amazing. They're amazing. Studio Fu is amazing. They and Anita over at Studio Fu has been an amazing person to work with. So when I would be looking for something more so that is my own. That's all I got. I would just be looking for something that is my own if I decide to do another layout. You like this one better than the last one? Yeah. No, I get it. I mean, I know I'm not really good at putting stuff together. But yeah, like I said, I might redo my own layout. But like I said, I would just be looking for something that's more personalized to me if I decide to go ahead and do another layout. Okay, so a keen. Well, this is it, isn't it? I press my palm against the counter, feeling its every imperfection worn smooth by years of care. Every step in these halls, every creak in the floorboards, I've memorized them all. Let's do... No, after tonight... Alright, see ya, Cold. After tonight, none of it will belong to me anymore. Strange, I thought I'd feel sadder. I've spent a lifetime here, and now I'm too old to take care of it. Okay, I apologize. I am not well-toned in, Japanese, so if I butcher anything, I apologize in advance. If you guys have any idea on how it's supposed to be pronounced, just let me know down below. A ryokan, traditional Japanese inn, without its keeper is just an empty house waiting to be forgotten. How many times have I cleaned these counters and mopped these floors, greeting guests who came and went like fleeting whispers? I wondered if I would ever find someone to walk these halls with me, not just pass through them. Someone who would wake up beside me every morning. But no one stayed. No one made an impression. I made my way toward the onsen, hot spring. My knees protesting with every. Oh, they wrote down what it is. Okay. My knees protesting with every step. I should have let myself enjoy my life more. A persistent thought haunted me, refusing to fade away, even in the quiet moments after the guests had departed. Did I live well? I spent my youth building this place, holding on to it with everything I had, and in the end, there's no one left to hold on to me. So, that's the real regret. Well, it's too late to dwell on it now. I brace a hand against the wall as I push myself upright. My back cracks, but I force myself to stand with a groan. Ow, that was loud. Jeez, my foot slips. There's a moment of weightlessness, followed by a sharp crack as the back of my head meets the stone. Ooh! Ow! Ow, 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 ow. Fun! And that is how we died. Then cold. Water rushes over me, pulling my limbs. My fingers grasp for an anchor, but meet only emptiness. As the world blurs and my vision tilts, I catch a glimpse of steam swirling above, rising into a night sky that feels infinite and dark. Perhaps in another life. My head feels like someone's hosting a drum circle in there. I inhale, hoping to be greeted by the cozy scents of aged wood and warm sake, but instead, what is that smell? Salt, fragrant smoke, and sweet aroma of osmanthus? I am sure I just butchered that beyond belief. Instead of my dimly lit Ryokan room, I see red, a bridge covered in mist. This isn't my Ryokan. A sharp chill sinks into my spine. I died, didn't I? The Red Bridge of Souls. I've heard the stories. A place between, a crossing for lost souls. And here I am on a bridge between a life already lived and whatever comes next. But why does everything sound so loud? I can hear whispers, low murmurs, the occasional laughter. Seriously, my ears are starting to ache. Wait, ears? A creeping suspicion settles in. I lift my hands. Those aren't my hands, are they? My fingers are slender, smooth, sharp nails, sharper than I remember. Claws? My breath catches. I stare at my arms, my legs. No more wrinkles, no more gnarled knuckles, no more aching bones. Instead, I am youthful, glowing, radiant. Oh my. My jaw drops. I pat down my arms, firm. I press a hand on my stomach, flat. I trail higher. No. No way. My hands fly to my chest. They're I'm not saying that. By the spirits of... Okay. Blah, I am not reading that. Oh, okay. I am getting red-faced over here just by seeing that. Okay, so, but before I can fully appreciate this cruel miracle, something moves behind me. No. I turn my head slowly. A tail? A red furled tail sways behind me, wagging. Oh. My hands tremble even more, trying to make sense of everything. My skin, my tail, my lack of... Oh. Yep, okay. I am as bare as the day I was born, but with a tail, claws, and apparently some kind of... oh no. A breeze rolls across the bridge. My entire... stay calm, stay dignified. But of course, there's no dignity left to be had. I crouch down, wrapping my arms around my knees and curling my tail around myself like I'm trying to create a makeshift modesty shield. But I am not alone. I hear footsteps. No, more like claw steps, followed by rustling robes, then something that sounds Dang it, I cannot talk. Suspiciously like skittering. I do not turn to look. Absolutely not. I am not entertaining whatever fresh horror that was. Oh. A shadow looms behind me. A robed figure glides past. Does a double take, then slowly backs away. Another one, sporting a long serpentine tail, grins at me, showing off a mouthful of sharp teeth. I pretend I didn't see it. Okay, breathe. Red bridge, spirits, the rules of death. Then, I'm surrounded by spirits. Possibly man-eating spirits. I will not be making eye contact with anything that looks like it might eat me. Deep breath. Focus. I've handled rowdy nobles, drunken guests, and several matchmaking attempts. I can handle this. Alright, first things first. Close, and then I figure out what in the world just happened to me. I push myself up, careful, composed, and... New arrival, huh? Cute tail. Followed by a burst of laughter. Oh, splendid. Public humiliation on day 1. Lovely. Alright, breathe, pretend you're fine. My fingers twitch and something deep inside me whispers. Move low, stay quick, bare your teeth if you must. And for once, it doesn't sound like a bad idea. Come now, old girl, you've handled worse than this. I steel myself, back straight, chin up. Oh no, too fast. Suddenly gravity remembers I exist. The bridge vanishes, the lanterns blur, the night air rushes past me like a betrayal. Not this again! Not this again! Water. Again, but this time it feels different. I seem to be breathing underwater. Oh, an improvement from earlier, but also an insult. Didn't I already drown today? I feel like I should get a free pass on the second one. But before I can decide to stay here out of sheer stubbornness, the water stirs. A hand grabs me with a firm grip that says, "Stop embarrassing yourself and get out of my river." Before I can properly swoon at the sheer commanding nature of it, I'm pulled forward, upward. My hand breaks the surface, and finally, I see him. Oh my. Now I've seen many men in my life. Strong men, handsome men, men who paid extra for the private onsen package. But this one? He is something else entirely. His white hair slicked against sharp sculpted features. Mask covering a tail, broad figure clad in heavy robes, looking every bit like an ancient spirit who has been reluctantly saddled with bodyguard duty. Hold on. Alright. His breath is steady, but I see the exhaustion in his stance. He looks like an old war banner, torn, faded, but still standing out of sheer spite. Which is still terribly attractive, by the way. And then I feel warmth. His outer kimono draped over my shoulders, his hand lingering just long enough to ensure it stays. My. It's been quite some time since I was last embraced by a handsome young man. And with such grave solemnity, too. You alright? What? Yeah? I guess? What just happened? Okay, wait. Oh, this is insane. This is insane. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, so... I feel like there were... You want to get the good ending here, which, you know, because that's always what you want to showcase. You don't want to showcase, like, the bad ending. There we go. Okay. Okay, so... tell him he looks dashing? Oh my, I'm fine. Thank you for asking. And, now that I'm up close... Yeah, I'd be flustered too. I let my gaze wander to the strands of white hair clinging to his skin, his mask gleaming subtly, an expression I cannot see. You look absolutely dashing. He responds with a long, heavy silence, perhaps the longest in the world. I savor it. Can you walk? Oh, quite well, actually. Gracefully, even. Would you like a demonstration? Oh my... Okay, I feel like I'm not reading this in the right tone. I wink, but his shoulders tense as a response. He does not like that answer. It doesn't feel like it. Alright. Good. I will be saying worse things before the night is over. Finally bracing himself, he extends his hand. Come, I will help you cross. Is that an offer? I glance at the bridge, the treacherous thing that abandoned me not once, but twice. Well, since you're insisting... I take his hand, he stiffens, but his grip is strong. I file this reaction away for future entertainment. And together, we walk. This is a dream, isn't it? Does it feel like one? I hum, observing him as if he were an interesting specimen. Well, I can tell he's beautifully exhausted beneath that mask. I don't know. You're rather intriguing for a dream. His grip on my wrist tightens slightly. Ah, that got a reaction. Because it's not a dream. Oh? I was hoping this was the part where you swept me off my feet and declared yourself my spirit husband. Okay, a little bit forward, but at the same token, I feel like we're still in the joke. He huffs sharply, but I can see a faint smirk beneath. You fall too easily. Ah, that's practically poetry coming from him. You are a yokai now. The words hit me like a ladle of cold miso down the back. I thought as much, but hearing it said out loud... Ah, so this is real then. Well, Akeen, you have two choices. Fall into a social crisis, or flirt your way through it. Let's see. How about... How scandalous. We're torturing ourselves here. Let's go! I blink up at him, pretending to be all innocent. Oh my, how scandalous. Am I a pretty one? You are an Ookami, great wolf deity. Okay. You're not answering my question, dear. I notice his shoulders tense up a bit. His fingers flex like he's deciding between folding his arms or saying something. I grin. My tail swishes behind me, matching my glee. He lets out a tiny grunt and turns his head like that'll end this conversation. We should keep moving. Oh, he is fun. Alright. So it's true. Then, I died with unfinished business and came back all supernatural. Humans do not become yokai without cause. Let me guess. Strong emotions, right? The classic cocktail, all in one, desire, longing, and a splash of regret. They always say intense feelings linger after death, and I was practically soaked in it. Yeah, literally. Soaked in a river. You understand, then? I curl my fingers into the fabric of the kimono around me, grounding myself. It's real. Heavy. Like the weight of everything I couldn't let go. I didn't want to die alone. That was my final thought. For a moment, only the river answers me. It was powerful enough. All that yearning and I end up half drowned in a clingy kimono with a ruggedly handsome masked man. I'd call it a tragedy, but the shoulders are compensation enough. Or simply enough to refuse fading quietly. Not a denial nor an answer either, but close enough. I spent my entire life running a ryokan, only to die and become a yokai. Some might call that a bit on the nose. Oh, well, alright then, what now? You decide that. A remarkably casual response for something that should be an important revelation. As simple as that. Yes. After all, even as a yokai, it's still your life. Huh, so it comes with free will. Excellent. I was hoping this wouldn't be one of those ominous bound to an ancient curse situations. There's the faintest smirk tugging at the corner of his mouth. Disappointed? Devastated. I look past him at the mist-covered bridge ahead. And where exactly were you heading before I made my graceful descent into the river? Home. Home? And where might that be? There. He lifts his chin slightly as if on cue. The mist moves to reveal a structure at the end of the bridge. Is that a Ryokan? Yes. A Ryokan in the spirit world? Indeed. And you live there? Yes. I cross my arms, sizing him up. He's as unreadable as ever, but something about his tone is humoring me. With rooms? Yes. And is one of those rooms just so happens to be empty? He shifts ever so slightly, realizing that he has walked straight into whatever trap I have set. I love this. Alright. Perhaps? Oh dear, very fortunate for me. His arms cross over his chest, and for a second I swear he's fighting back the urge to smirk. And you intend to claim it, just like that? Well, I did just die and come back as a yokai. I feel like that entitles me to at least one complimentary perk. One. For now. I tap my chin, pretending to think. Tell you what, I'll earn it. Let me help out at your inn, sweep a few hallways, clean the guest rooms, and look breathtaking while doing it. It'll be a fair trade. There's a beat of silence, then... I've made a mistake. Wonderful, I'll take it. A slow, long exhale escapes him, and for a moment, I think he might just walk right back into the river to escape this. Instead, without another word, he simply turns on his heel and continues walking. I follow him with a grin on my face. The Ryokan looms ahead, and I can see the wooden panels softened by time and lanterns hanging limp from the eaves. It isn't in ruin, but it looks like it wouldn't mind the excuse to be. This is not quite what I pictured. Not exactly welcome weary traveler, enjoy your stay, is it? Is it? No. I give him a sidelong glance. He says nothing, but his pace is steady. This isn't how it used to be, is it? It was. A neat little deflection, but I have lived long enough to recognize it. Ah, I see. So you expect me to believe this place was always this charming? I can practically hear the unspoken sigh before it leaves him. You are not going to let this go, are you? Not a chance. Wait, is that amusement? I detect. And then at last we step inside. Oh. Not the good kind of oh, more like, oh dear, what have I stumbled into? When you open a drawer and find a rotten snack that could double as an exorcism result. Ugh. It's worse than I thought. A Ryokan should be warm and inviting, but this place feels like it's waiting for someone to tell it it's over. Ugh. This is a disaster! Yes. Wow, just like that. No attempt to sugarcoat it. Would you believe me if I tried? Fair point. What happened here? I lost the power to run it. You say that like you misplaced it under a cushion. Would have been easier if I had. Oh, interesting. And how long has it been like this? Very long. That, at least, I believe. I should just walk away. This is not my problem, nor my responsibility. But still, I know this feeling. I've lived this feeling. I know what this is like. You're far too tired of keeping this place, but you know it will die with you if you don't hold it together. His hands are unmoving, but his shoulders tremble, betraying him. Looks like I hit a nerve. Have you changed your mind, then, about staying here? I blink. That wasn't what I planned to say, but looking at this place, I can't see an inn like this and walk away. Not when it still has bones strong enough to stand. No, I haven't changed my mind. I'm not just going to help out. I'm going to help you revitalize it. Because deep down, even after death, I'm still an Okami. Still someone who believes an inn like this deserves life. Help? Yes, surely you haven't been left to your own devices for so long that you've forgotten what that means. I am aware of the concept, but I don't need it. Oh, I'm sure you don't. That doesn't mean you should turn it down. People offer to help, then they leave midway, or make it worse. So don't think of it as help, then. Think of it as professional meddling. Persistent. And you're stubborn. He exhales slowly, as though bracing himself. And what do you gain from this? A place to stay, obviously. You want to stay? With me? Even though we just met? He sounds more amused than betrayed. Yes, well, technically I just died, so I think I'm entitled to make a few impulsive decisions. Besides, it's either your creepy royalkin or wandering around until something with detachable jaws decides I look crunchy. And my gut says you're not the type to take advantage of a woman. I tilt my head slightly, watching for a twitch or any sign of protesting. Nothing, just calm, tired silence. Besides, you need help, and I need purpose. Let's not complicate a mutually beneficial arrangement. And you assume you can do better in keeping this place than me? I know I can do better. His ears perk up as if I've gently surprised him. You claim experience, then. Dear, I used to walk barefoot through corridors, balancing ledgers, calming guests, and yelling at staff. All before breakfast. I let the silence hang, watching him piece it together. Then tell me, Okami-sama, what would you do to improve it? For starters, get rid of the cobwebs before they start charging rent. There's dust on every surface. The lanterns are so dim I thought we were holding an exorcism. And I'm pretty sure I felt something evil whispering in that cupboard. I motioned toward the dust-covered reception table next. This looks alarmingly shoddy. Guests should feel welcome, not like they're auditioning for a background role in a ghost story. I glanced toward the empty seating area where the chairs look rather dusty and unkempt. My ears lower instinctively. The sight tugs at a quiet ache in my chest. This place was meant to be lively, and now it just sags. Back in my royalkin? Oh, what a time that was. The lanterns always glowed warmly, the sake never stopped flowing, and I knew the name of every guest who ever dared to flirt with me. I may have been alone behind the curtains, but the halls never were. Laughter, footsteps, whispers in the night, sometimes scandalous, sometimes not. It was a home, noisy, beautiful, and alive. While this is a shrine to silence. This whole place is a tragedy. And do you believe you can fix this? I know I can fix this. Arrogant. If you are as skilled as you claim. Yes, but you're welcome to test me. He studies me for a long moment, and I catch the precise moment he realizes he's going to lose this argument. Fine, but don't blame me when you fail. Ah, there's the answer I was hoping for. You will work here then. Naturally. And you will follow my rules. Define follow. The man just turns on his heel, expecting me to follow. This is going to be entertaining. Well then, now that you've sort of accepted my offer, I suppose I should at least know who my boss is. Shimon. Is that, am I pronouncing this correctly? Shimon. I'm we're just going with Shimon. Okay. Shimon. And who exactly are you, Shimon? I am one of the 4 mythical beasts. He answers with the casual indifference of someone commenting on the weather. Okay, yep. I feel like I'm doing this correctly now. I beg your pardon? The azure dragon, the vermilion bird, the white tiger, the black tortoise. I am the white tiger. As we can see by your lovely getup. As in the white tiger. The very same. Slowly, I let my gaze travel up and down as she looking at him. The moment everything clicks. This frail, wilting daikon radish of a man is the legendary Bayako? Huh. He watches me with quite amusement. This man definitely knows what I'm thinking. And how, pray tell, does one of the 4 mythical beasts end up like this? That is not important. I think it's very important. You are free to think so. I exhale sharply through my nose. Fine, I'll let it go for now. Fine, let's start over then. I am a Keen, former Ookami of Royal Gun. I cannot pronounce this. Okay, there is a Tsukega in the human. Oh my! I feel bad. I feel bad that I am unable to genuinely pronounce this. I am so sorry. Tsukage of the Ryokan Tsukage in the human world. I ran my Ryokan for decades. I know how to handle guests, manage staff, and maintain order. Do you now? A challenge! Oh, delightful. Dear, once I managed a summer festival, 3 weddings, and a pipe burst all in one day, while wearing a kimono with a busted hem. I practically breathe hospitality. I kept that place running on time, under budget, and with guests so happy they left gifts. Shimon doesn't answer before shaking his head sarcastically. Bold words for a wolf who drowned in a river. Excuse me? I was not the one who was fished out like a wet, shivering pup. I was just testing the current. How fortunate then that I arrived before your test reached its conclusion. I am loving this. Fine, he won this round. Welcome then to your new home. Well then, boss. Shouldn't you be showing me around? Surely you have some idea of what I'm supposed to be doing. Perhaps. He moves with the grace of someone who refuses to acknowledge his own exhaustion. Naturally, I match his pace. If I wanted, I could glide ahead effortlessly. But there's something entertaining about watching him pretend he's not running on sheer willpower alone. Just as I'm considering how long he'll keep up the act, I catch the sight of my reflection in a dusty mirror. Right. I'm still wearing his robe. It's scandalously slipping off one shoulder, draping around me in a way that could either be elegant or suggestive. Whoops. Depending on the lighting. My, and here I am strolling through your home in nothing but your clothing. What would the spirits say? Shimon stops mid-step and turns to me. You require proper clothing. Do I? I think this has a certain charm. A bit daring. Quite refined, actually. Stay here. Such a commanding tone. He doesn't dignify me with a response. Rude. And disappears down a hall, leaving me alone. I take the opportunity to glance around. What was this place like before, when it was alive? And why does he seem so reluctant to talk about it? Before I can dig too deeply into my own curiosity, Shimon returns, carrying a neatly folded kimono. The moment my fingers brush the fabric, I notice something immediately. It's well kept. There's a faint, lingering scent. Soft, floral, and distinctly not his. A woman's scent. Whose kimono is this? Do we ask? Yep, we'll ask about the kimono. Oh, boss! Whose kimono did you just give me? He recoils slightly as if I just hit her. Oops. It was the only one left available. Was it? Nothing but silence. Curious, the fabric is elegant and preserved with care, not the kind of a thing a man like him would keep out of convenience. Funny thing, though, a forgotten garment wouldn't be this well kept. Are you going to change, or do you prefer to stand here and test my patience? Oh, I love testing patience, but you already knew that. Huh. That's not a disagreement. Well, whoever this kimono belonged to, they mattered. A lover, perhaps. Thank you. This hallway leads to the guest rooms. How many are there? More than enough, but they are unused. Don't worry, boss. I have plenty of ideas to bring life back to this place. I will reserve judgment. He strides ahead before I can retort. There's something familiar in this. Not the walls, but the rhythm. Walking the halls, checking the rooms, holding it all together. I did this for decades. I watch him just ahead, shoulders heavy in that way. I remember too well. Was he always this quiet? Or did the Royalkin take his voice like it tried to take mine? This is one of the guest rooms. Oh. He slides the shoji door open with a smooth motion, revealing the room inside. Oh. Yeah. Even the artwork paints a nice, lovely photo. This? No. No, 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 no. I hope no one died in this room. None. Yet. His voice is as dry as the air in here. Seems like evil spirits are the only ones staying here. This needs to change. I switched my tail, stepping further inside. A little warmth, a little charm, a lot of exorcism, and scrubbing, and this place could be something special. I simply cannot wait. Alright, first order of business. Who's cleaning all this? That would be you. My dear, you really think I'd fall for that? You are the Okami now. Yes, and proper Okami delegates. Speaking of, where are all the staff? Surely you weren't running this place alone? No, there were others. Were? A soldier spirit who cooked, a broom that never stopped sweeping, a lazy river dweller who barely did anything unless bribed. And the robe I woke up in, was that from the broom or the river dweller? No, that was mine. Sheesh. He says it like that's just another towel on the rack. Well then, I'll return it eventually, after I stop enjoying how soft it is. As you wish. Back to the matter at hand. When my strength faded, they withdrew. Yokai bound to a place need energy to remain. Without, they slumber or disappear. So they've been asleep this whole time? Perhaps. Or waiting. I can no longer tell the difference. He says it like it doesn't hurt, but something in his voice tells me it does. Ugh. His weight shifts. Something is off. Boss? His posture wavers, his balance falters, and before I know it, he collapses. Shimon! I move without thinking, catching him before he fully crumbles to the floor. He's lighter than I expected. Surprisingly so for someone built like a tragic mountain god. Okay, that is not something I expected. I thought I'd need divine intervention, or at least a sturdy wheelbarrow. Well now, look who still has upper body strength. You overdid it, didn't you? I sigh, pressing my fingers slightly to his wrist, checking the pulse beneath his skin. Wait, do you guys even have a pulse? I'm alive. I smooth a stray lock of white hair away from his mask, brushing it carefully behind his ear. You really don't take care of yourself, huh? It looks like he might respond, but in the end, he doesn't. Lucky for you, dear. You've just hired the best Okami there is. He groans softly. I take that as acceptance. Hey, Deadeye, how you doing? I take that as acceptance. Now, where's your room? Unnecessary. Huh, so he's one of those. The quiet, brooding Oh, I've been doing this voice right all along, and I am so happy. How in tarnation did I get to 15 viewers? What just happened? All right, back to the Division novel. Thank you for all the viewers. The quiet, brooding types who wear their past like a second mask and dare you to ask what's underneath. Okay, so see, the Choose Wisely Festival is going pretty good. One of the games I was planning on doing, this one, Ookami Okami, finally got up and running. And my last game, the Do Not Buy This game, ended earlier than what I thought it would. So now we're playing this, and then that way I can wrap up with Lever by the end of the week. So far it's going pretty good. Alright, the quiet, brooding types who wear their past like a second mask and dare you to ask what's underneath. Let me guess. You think you can sleep anywhere, don't you? Yes. No, absolutely not. If I let you, you'll curl up in some drafty hallway and waste away in your sleep. A proper Royokun master must have a proper room. He exhales aggressively. The nerve. How's your end of the events going, Deadeye? Look, you can fight me on this, or you can just tell me where it is. I'll let you sleep in peace. Your choice. End of the hole. Alright, boss. Up we go. Shimon's room is unsurprising. It's organized, spotless even, but it is also the most lifeless space I have ever stepped into. This is the room of a man who has decided to live his life as an aesthetic exercise in suffering. I shift my grip again, still surprised I'm carrying him at all, to be honest, and lower him carefully onto the futon. The second he touched the mattress, his body fully gave in to the exhaustion. You know, most people keep something in their room. A trinket, a book maybe, like anything that suggests they have feelings. Silence, which is expected, but still. Oh, what do we choose? I say, let's see. Mostly good, though I think the pre-recorded content idea is one I won't do again. Another Choose Wisely Festival creator rated into me and I couldn't respond / chat the way I wanted to. Ooh. I am so, yeah. Yeah, this is why I want to do most of the live streaming, because because then you actually get to interact with your audience a lot more. Alright, let's help change his clothes. Right? Yes, help change his clothes. But it's good that you're still going pretty well, though. Sorry. My brain is like going back and forth. Right. Shimon is drenched in sweat. Without thinking, I reach for the collar of his robe, loosening the fabric slightly to help him breathe. My fingers brush the warmth of his warm skin of his chest. It's searing. His skin radiates an intense amount of heat. Oh, Kami-sama, he's burning up. And yet when I touch him, I'm the one holding my breath. His hand twitches as he gestures towards the wooden chest in the corner. Ah, so he's aware, and very much letting this happen. That's good that we're doing this as he is conscious. Your clothes are in there? He gives the smallest nod, head tilting, observing me. I move to the chest, slide it open. Inside, a stack of folded robes, identical in design. I grab one from the top and return. Alright, let's get you out of this, boss. No funny business. I'm doing this as a professional, a responsible adult. Something I need to be. Alright. I kneel beside him, fingers brushing his shoulders as I pull the outer robe down slowly. The damp fabric clings before giving way. My palm accidentally grazes the curve of his back. Shimon inhales sharply. A tremor runs through his arm. Hold still, all right? Shimon exhales slowly now, then speaks with a low tone. You're very thorough, Kami-sama. My fingers freeze just below his collarbone. My heart does something rather scandalous. This man is trembling, but he still has the gall to tease me like this? I swallow the urge to retort. There, that's better. You'll be back to grumbling at me in no time. I trace my thumb carefully along the edge of his sleeve, a light, pointless touch. I convinced myself it's to adjust the fold. We both know it isn't. Sleep well, Shimon. I am pretty sure I'm butchering half of the things in here, and I am like, I hate butchering things, but the same token's like, you don't know what you don't know. Alright, now that that's settled, he really was planning to shoulder all this alone, wasn't he? How long has he been carrying this weight? There's no staff to help but out in this broken place, and this man is too stubborn to ask for help. But I've always had a soft spot for beautiful things in need of repair. And you, White Tiger, are long overdue for someone to take care of you for once. I will drag this place back to life, and maybe you along with it. Alright, this place is a mess. Let's fix that. Okay, interact with dirt, cobwebs, and evil spirits using... Okay, left click on the mouse until they are removed from the environment. Alright, so we need to essentially... Alright. So we follow the circle indicator. Okay. Let's get this over with. This is still a royal gun, gosh darn it, and I will start acting like one. Or it will start acting like one. The environment will change once you have cleaned everything. Let's keep finding and clearing every nook and cranny. The more I clean, the lighter the air will feel. In every area, there are 3 objects that can give you information about Shimon's past and the history of the royal gun. Find them before the area is cleaned to unlock a secret scene at the end of each chapter. And who knows, I might dig up a few little secrets the boss forgot to dust over while I'm at it. Oh, okay, so we have this change. We have dialogue over here changing along with the instructions. Alright. So, there are 3 places to go to. We have the entrance map. Okay. So let's start at the entrance. And we will... Alright. So there's a few things that we gotta do. Wait. This is the entrance? Oh no. This is the entrance. Okay. So we just need to clean everything off. That's an evil ghost. Glowing eyes watching me from the mist. Lovely. Exactly the atmosphere I wanted for a cozy ryokan. Alright. Do I just need to... Okay, we just need to keep going, apparently. Alright. So there... Nature is reclaiming this place. I suppose I should reclaim it. Off with you, vines. Alright. Oh, more evil spirits. Oh, wonderful. Whispering from the trees, probably eavesdropping spirits. Eavesdropping? Alright. Okay, where else? Well, that's either caused by a swamp gas or a creature lurking underneath the water. I don't want to deal with it either. Okay. Oh, that was a spirit. Absolutely not. I refuse to be dragged underwater by those hands. Why do I feel like that was the river dweller? Murky water, murky history, murky everything, honestly. Boss, what were you doing out here all those years? Okay, where else are we? What's this? Well, this little embroidery has hand-stitched initials in the white letter M. Okay, but Shimon is S. And the other name is the White Tiger. Okay. Interesting. No guest takes the time to embroider a napkin just for fun. Okay, so we have found the secret for this one. Where else do we need to go? Ooh. A charm tied with careful knots. I don't think it's a mere decoration. I wonder if Shimon's strength had already waned back then. Okay, so how many more secrets do we need to find? Ah, an Ofunda. Whoever the writer was, they prayed for Bayako, not to Bayako. Oh, so they were already trying to get his strength back before he decided to collapse on us or got that weak. Okay. I see where this is going. And let me... I feel like we've gotten everything, maybe? Okay. Map. I'm just double checking, because... Okay, so let's head over to... Alright, so if this is the entrance, essentially, aka the Red Bridge, I guess, then this is the main room. So let me... Alright. Oop, okay. So this is the... Apparently the... No, that's the guest room, this is the main room. Hold on. Had to clear my throat for a hot minute. Okay. Now that I'm back. Where... A little light would be nice, preferably the non-anonymous kind. Okay, where else? So... Guests should be signing in, not having a sneezing fit. Let's clean this guest book. Well, look at this handwriting. Very sophisticated. Very intricate. I think whoever wrote this was probably the type who labeled all the storage jars and rearranged the towels when bored. Alright. I think the windows are the only ones dazzling in this ryokan, thanks to these suspicious yellow stains. Okay, so that was the sound of that cleaning. Ah yes, a cobweb to the face. More haunted manner than ryokan, really. Okay, so right above the guest book, that's just rude. No one wants to sign in under a spider ambush. This poor plant is trying its best, so the creepy crawlies have to go. Alright, clean their spots and exercise spirits. A torn scroll. Either someone left in a hurry and accidentally ripped it, or there was a fight and this was the aftermath. Oh, hacked but never used. Or maybe whoever had this left in such a hurry that it was forgotten. I wonder why Shimon never bothered moving it. Someone's still waiting here, but for what? Or who? Oh. Well, I didn't... Okay. Okay. You know what? I'm dealing with it. Alright. Where else do I... Okay. I don't know what just happened. Ooh. Okay. Even though the writing has faded, he still keeps it here. This wooden plaque is important to him. Is there anywhere else that I needed? Oop. Wait. There we go. Okay, is that... Clean 3 spots next. Oh wait, blood. Of course there's dried blood on the floor because this place wasn't creepy enough already. Get rid of the blood. Alright. And that's a dead plant. Why can't I tap the dead plant? You know, if you're going to lurk inside the cupboard, at least offer to help dust. Okay, so this area is cleared, but that also means that the red bridge isn't. So... don't think about what caused it, just scrub it clean. Gotcha, I was missing the rock, so evidently. What else am I missing? I feel like I'm just going nuts over here. Okay. We definitely have broken lanterns. I'm kind of surprised that that's not something that we need to tap and fix. Is there anything else in the windows that I'm missing, maybe? Okay. Come on. Where are you? Oh, wait. Is that... No. Wait. No? Every time I think I find something, it's not there. Ah. Okay, so... we found that. We cleaned that. We cleaned this. Oh, we wouldn't finish cleaning off the thing. Okay. Somehow I didn't finish cleaning off the vines over here. Okay, so that's clean. This is so that's clean. This is clean. We just have this to go. Alright. So, handprints. Let's get rid of the handprints. Imagine sleeping here and a face peeks from behind the glass like a clingy past lover. Ugh. Alright, let's see. This figurine looks handmade. Crude shape, but with love in every dent. It's a tiger like the Bayoko. Shimon kept it, so either he's sentimental or really had bad at spring cleaning. Okay, tentacles in the closet. If anything lunges out at this closet, I swear I'm setting it on fire with sake. Alright, yep, back into the closet you go, bud. Ah, of course, because sleep paralysis wasn't terrifying enough already. What? I thought that was just a letter. I suppose Shimon doesn't keep a literal corpse in here instead of figuratively. Okay, there we go. Is there any... This letter's been hidden folded so many times before. I read the sentence, Dear Shimon, and immediately closed it again. I don't think it's my place to sneak around. Oh, because it was the last few times. Serene mind like still water. A mind unruffled by events and the stresses of life. Is that what the writer strived for? Okay. So we found the 3 hidden objects. Who wants to sleep with a cobweb over their head? Not me. No thank you. Are those? Okay, those are holes. A beautiful view like this, ruined by spiders with no sense of hospitality. Blasphemous! Alright, and... Okay, what? Okay, there we go. There we go. And, of course, I hope this isn't a guest's leftovers. That would be very awkward to clean. I'm not touching with my bare hands to make sure. Alright. And we have cleaned another place. I step back, surveying my work with no small amount of satisfaction. The dust gone, the cobwebs vanquished. The evil spirits are probably migrating somewhere else. Then I hear footsteps behind me. Just as I turn just as Shimon enters, and oh, no, why is he Oh, every romance first nightmare. Why is he handsome? Why is he handsome? Why does he look like that after barely a nap? His skin has color again. His shoulders look broader. His jawline is more defined, and I bet I can use it to slice some mochi. Can sleeping for a little bit change his appearance so drastically? Is that even allowed? My gaze absolutely betrays me, and of course he notices. Ahem! I clear my throat so hard I might have dislodged my spine and immediately throw my hands toward the freshly cleaned lobby. Oh. Hey, Shadow! Yeah, no, the artwork looks amazing for this. Well, look who's up and walking. What do you think? It is acceptable. Oh, I'm sorry, did I mishear? Because it sounded like you just undersold my miracle work. Everything is still standing. That is an improvement. I gasp, hand in my chest like he just struck me with a mortal wound. How dare he? Everything is still standing? After all I've done, this is the level of praise I get? Would you prefer a ceremony? A festival in your honor? A small compliment wouldn't hurt. I will see if the spirits can play instruments. Did he just joke back? Did my ears trick me? Admit it, you're impressed. You did well. Wait, say it again? No. Just once more, please, so I can cherish your compliment. I will say only this. It is nice to walk through a place that does not resemble an evil spirit's final resting place. Aha! Victory! I fold my arms triumphantly while I can't tell what his expression is under that mask, but I know that he approves. Perhaps it is time. Time! To reopen. Start gathering power again. Then let's do it! I step forward, tilting my head, watching him closely. I'll make this Royalkin shine again. Boss, just you watch. We will see. No, we will succeed. And this time he doesn't argue. The Royalkin creaks as if exhaling for the first time in years. The dust may have settled, but the real chaos is only just beginning. And this sounds like we're about ready to end the demo. This wasn't in the schedule. I said let's have tea near the bridge and watch the river, not let's accidentally dig up your entire emotional history, boss. But here we are, right before the inn is about to open its doors again. Figured we could both use a moment to breathe before someone inevitably demands a refund since we are understaffed. So I set the cups down, steal a glance at him, and say, tea? Shimon sits across from me as I pour the tea. Tell me something, boss. Have you ever shared tea with someone as alluring as I am? I would rather not answer. You'd get cocky. Oh, he thinks he's clever tonight. Careful. Say one more charming thing and I might start thinking this is a date. It is tea. He sips, unbothered, while I sip louder and very bothered. You're lucky I find deadpan charm appealing. I used to sit like this with someone many years ago. He had lovely hands and terrible timing. He left. Said life at the Ryokan wasn't romantic enough. Shame. I looked very good in an apron. What about you? Surely even white tigers have a romantic phase? He sets his cup down, then pauses. Come on, boss, give me something. There was someone. Now we're getting somewhere. Someone, That's all I get? You did not offer a name either. Shh. Fair, but mine didn't leave behind some fancy handmade gifts like calligraphy or a tiger figurine. Seems like that one got a reaction. You've been snooping, it seems. I manage an inn, so I don't snoop, dear, I uncover. What was she like? She liked quiet places. Then she would have... Sorry? Then she would have hated me. She would. But I wouldn't. My dangerous choice of words. My dangerous choice of words. That was quite a bold statement, boss. Interpret it however you wish. But you deflected from my original question. Of course I didn't mean to pry, boss. I'm above that. But I was just wondering if I should be jealous of a ghost with good taste. Jealousy would be pointless. So is resisting me, and yet here we are. We finish our tea in silence. Well then, that's enough honesty for one cup. Agreed. Let him keep his secrets. For now. Okay, and that was the end of the Ookami Okami demo. So program is by Emelisa, storyline is by Azurix Twilight, marking editors by Laylee, sound is by freesound.org, and music is by Momizism Music. And again, the studio was Mushroom Mallow. If you guys enjoyed this game, or you guys enjoyed watching me play it, I highly recommend checking it out for you guys selves. If you guys are on YouTube, I will leave it down in the description below, along with, I did tag the developers if you guys want to go check them out. They also did create the Death of Biology, which is also over on my YouTube if you guys want to check that out as well. And as you guys know, this is the Choose Wisely Festival. This is going on from December 8th to December 15th, hosted by Studio Afua. So make sure to stick around and watch as the event unfolds. Make sure to subscribe, follow me on my other platforms. I got a YouTube, a Twitch, and a TikTok. And if you don't have someone else to raid, I'd go live. Wait. Oh! Okay, yeah. Hold on, let me switch over to my Twitch. And yeah, I will definitely send a raid over to Deadeye if it will let me. Okay, channel, I need stream. No. A YouTube, a Twitch, and a TikTok. Excuse me. Shush me. I have to go shush myself. Ha ha ha. Alright, so, channel. That is All right, let's go into. Never mind. I have to do this on my phone. Okay, so yep. So we will go over and raid Deadeye. I don't know what Deadeye's playing, as I just get notifications. So let me. All right. So let me. Okay. And do. Oh wait. Open mod mode. All right. So we're gonna go raid Deadeye real quick. There we go. He is live. Peak but realistic. Wait. Is he? Wait. Okay. I have. What is? I think it's that one. Yeah, that's the live stream. I think. Is it? Yeah. All right. So we're just gonna go raid Deadeye over there. So I am ending my stream over here. I'm gonna go host a raid for Deadeye real quick. And if you guys, like I said, enjoyed the stream, make sure to go check me out on other platforms because those are awesome. And make sure to also stick around for the rest of the Choose Wisely event if you check out my YouTube channel or my Twitch schedule. Sorry. Both of those games will be right there in the description, and I will see you guys later. Bye. Start raid. Oh wait, I forgot I still have to be on while starting the raid. Whoops. All right. So we are rating Deadeye with 7 viewers. Let's go! Right now. Alright. So we're going to raid. I will see you guys later. Bye! Officially.